Good morning, YouTube. I just want to congratulate you again on for waking up this morning. So, with that being said, I just want to say top of the morning to you, and this is part 4 of my 10-part series, and today's title is about how to not overestimate or underestimate how much you can charge for rent for your apartment. So these are some of the things that we need to talk about because some people, again, will go into situations blindly and just believing that they can charge what they want to charge. So this is very important that we tackle this, not a big subject, but there are some things that a person needs to know and a person needs to understand. I'm going to get this out of the way early today. Sit back and maybe watch a ball game. I'm a huge Yankee fan, so I might sit back and watch the Yankees today. So with that being said, I want to give you guys a call to action. And what that means is I'm going to ask my watchers and my viewers to subscribe, to hit the share button, to comment, to like, to do all the things that go according to the video. And also, I have a book that I am giving out free of charge, Empire Pro. And it is basically telling you that don't do what the gurus are out there telling you to do. All right? There's another side to the story. So if you want to be able to make some money before you close a real estate deal, get my book. Okay? Get the book that my mentor has written. And it's free. So with that being said, we're going to get into the 4-part series right now. How not to overestimate or undervalue what you can charge for your property. So it's very important that you understand that these deals and the things that we're speaking about, they need to be done before the deal is done. Okay, so before you sign the paperwork and get all this stuff done, you need to have done your due diligence. Okay, so what this is comparable to is what we like to call comps. So you need to go in the area that you're looking at to buy a house, okay, or build a house, and find out what is the comp, what are people renting for here? Because you might have a certain number that you're looking to charge. They might not be able to charge that amount in this area, or they may be able to go above that amount. So these things need to be looked at ahead of time. All right, you need to be, when we talk about comps, you need to find a house that's like yours. So if it's a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, or 4-bedroom, that's what you need to find in a 6-block radius. Okay, houses that are similar to the makeup of your house, and find out what they're charging for rent. All right, so I'm going to say that again. So if you have a 2 or 3-bedroom house, you need to find in a 6-block radius another 2 or 3-bedroom house similar to yours. What is the going rent for in this particular house? And that's how you do your counts. So within the last 90 days, you need to have this information. All right, you don't want to go back further than 90 days. So you want this as recent as possible. So within the last 90 days, what is the rent comparisons for this particular neighborhood? What is the vacancy rate for this particular area? And what I mean by vacancy rate, how long does it take to fill a vacant house, okay, or an apartment or a room? This is the information that you need to know, because at the end of the day, it might take 2 or 3 months to fill the apartment. And in that 2 or 3 months, that's lost cash flow. So maybe you can afford it, maybe you can't. But these are the things that you need to understand before going into the deal. That it takes 6 months to get somebody in, or it takes 4 months, or next week the occupancy rate is filled. So these are all the different little things that you can do. All right. So when we talk about rent, we're talking about some other things you can do, like is there a washer and dryer in the house? Is there parking available for your occupants? All these things can add value to how much you can charge, okay? So you need to understand these things also, okay? It's very complicated. It's very clear. It's very precise that you understand that these deals need to be done before any money is exchanged and properties and things, the contracts are signed. You need to do your due diligence ahead of time. All the questions that you want to know. How much can you charge? Is there parking? What's the occupancy rate? How soon does these apartments fill up? How soon does the houses fill up? Is there another house like this with 3 or 4 bedrooms like mine? How much are they charging? All of these questions need to be answered ahead of time. All right? You want to know, you might want to charge $1,500 for rent, $1,700 for rent. In this particular area, they're only charging $1,250. You're not going to get $1,500. So this might not be the area where you want to purchase a house or build a house. So all these things go into decision making, and that's what we're talking about. We're talking about decision making. We're talking about being prepared. And this is why it's important that you listen to my channel, because I'm going to point you in the right direction. Okay, I'm going to point you in the right direction and will give you a head start or a heads up on what you need to be focusing on. Okay, and that's the purpose of my video. That's the purpose of my channel. Okay, is to network with different people and give them some information that they might not normally think about. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to close out. It's been fun. This is not a crazy big topic, but you need to understand what needs to be done before your deals are struck. All right? So with that being said, I'm going to say adios. I'm going to say go Yankees. And I'm going to ask you again to subscribe, hit the share buttons, hit the comment boxes, and do the likes. Okay? And with that, I'll see you with part 5. Okay? You guys have a nice day. Go Yankees.